Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball, a great double play. Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh-cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com. Head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Call WeatherGuard.
577-7200. WeatherGuard!
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. WeatherGuard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call WeatherGuard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
WeatherGuard!
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year, to say the least. But one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability. At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done. 1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
I call myself a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please.
Gotcha.
But I'm less confident in the economy.
Same here, buddy.
Thankfully, Les Schwab Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Limited time offer while supplies last. Terms and conditions apply. Details at leschwab.com/sale.
Hi, this is Mike from Dick Hanna Toyota. We've been part of this community for years. We're proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears on this family show. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends watching America's basketball. Dick Hanna Dealerships has been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community.
Dick Hanna Toyota, believe in nice.
Remember that first time you rode a bike? Really hard at first, but you kept improving. That's the thinking behind the Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal Credit Union. We heard that making that first step to saving is the hardest, so we made it a little easier. With as little as $25, you can save at a rate that is way higher than regular savings accounts. And after 18 months, you've saved a nice little nest egg. The Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal, federally insured by NCUA.
Cowlitz PUD proudly supports our community and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Visit cowlitzpud.org to learn about customer-friendly opportunities like our new ride share program, which allows you to rent our all-electric Chevy Bolt. Whether you want to take it on a quick trip or a scenic drive, the first 4 hours are free, then $4 an hour after that. Again, that's cowlitzpud.org.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean? It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season. Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work. Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today. 1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball, a great double play. Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Call WeatherGuard.
577-7200.
Weather Guard!
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather Guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard!
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year, to say the least. But one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability. At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done. 1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
I call myself a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please.
Gotcha.
But I'm less confident in the economy.
Same here, buddy.
Thankfully, Les Schwab Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Limited time offer while supplies last. Terms and conditions apply. Details at leschwab.com/sale.
Hi, this is Mike from Dick Anna Toyota. We've been part of this community for years. We're proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears baseball show. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends watching America's best. Dick Anna dealerships have been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community.
Dick Anna Toyota, a lead in nice.
Remember that first time you rode a bike? Really hard at first, but you kept improving. That's the thinking behind the Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal Credit Union. We heard that making that first step to saving was the hardest, so we made it a little easier. With as little as $25, you can save at a rate that is way higher than regular savings accounts. And after 18 months, you've saved a nice little nest egg. The Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal, federally insured by NCUA.
Cowlitz PUD proudly supports our community and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Visit cowlitzpud.org to learn about customer-friendly opportunities like our new ride share program, which allows you to rent our all-electric Chevy Bolt. Whether you want to take it on a quick trip or a scenic drive, the first 4 hours are free, then $4 an hour after that. Again, that's cowlitzpud.org.
Good evening, I'm Joey Senna, welcoming you into Game 2 of the doubleheader between the Ridgefield Raptors and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Lucian Wexberg gets the start. He's 2-1 with an earned run average of just 171. He's starting for the 5th game in his 7th appearance, and a good sample size. 21 innings, 14 punch-outs, and just 9 walks given up. He has also given up 19 hits. He'll face this lineup for the Raptors. Once again, leading off the third baseman, Jake Sukata. The center fielder, Henry Mensch, bats second. And in the third hole is the second baseman, Jackson Nicholas. Corey Nunez, the cleanup hitter, plays first base. The DH, Justin Stransky, he was behind the plate. First pitch, a fastball outside. 6:56. 1-0 to Sukata. Tristan Gomez, bat 6, plays right. And the 7th hitter is a catcher, Evan Leibel. Batting 8th, the shortstop, Drew Townsend. And rounding out the lineup, the left fielder, Jack Salmon. As I predicted, different catchers for both teams. Behind the plate for Cowlitz is Connor Tallickson. Quickly 2-1. Wexberg likes to work in a hurry on the mound. Here comes the 2-1 to Sukata. Hits a chopper to A.J. Singer. Steps and throws. Bang, bang play. Sukata has a lot of speed. But 1 up and 1 down for Wexberg to open up the game. And left, getting the start, is Carter Monda. And the same in center and right, Latre McCollum and Ian Riley. Same infield, Chris Brown at third, A.J. Singer in the 6th hole. Taylor Langworthy, who took over for Eli Lopez, plays second. Brandon Larson, the first baseman. And Connor Tallickson gives Max Ortega game 2 off. Wexberg throws home the 0-1. Check swing called ball 1. Rick Fratis calling balls and strikes, and Tyler Jetting out in the field. 2-2. My apologies. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes to the number 2 hitter. Breaking ball misses just low. Lucian Wexberg throws home. Gets it past Henry Mensch on the foul tip into the mid of Tallickson. First strikeout of the game for Wexberg. He looks to face the minimum in the opening frame. He'll have to go through Jackson Nicholas. The Black Bears, the visiting team in the first game due to the makeup game. They're on the home side for the rest of the 3 games this series. This will be a 7-inning game as well. And the next 2 nights will be a traditional 9-inning game. Jackson Nicholas bangs a base hit into right field for a 2-out single. First base runner of the game for the Raptors. So it's going to be Corey Nunez, who was put down in the cleanup spot in this game. In game 1, Nunez was in the 3-hole. First pitch, beautiful sweeping breaking ball from Wexberg. Hits the outer corner, 0-1. Picture perfect day for baseball, 73 degrees at first pitch in game 2. The runner goes on the inside pitch. It's a double clutch from Connor Tallickson behind the plate, and not in time to get Jackson Nicholas. Kelly Stinnett asking for batter interference that caused Connor Tallickson to double clutch. But Kelly Stinnett heads back to the dugout. Nothing doing. 1 ball and 1 strike to the cleanup hitter. One is fouled off. 1-2 is popped up into right center field. Ian Riley makes the hop and the catch. Lucian Wexberg faces one more than the minimum, but hangs at 0, and the Black Bears will bat for the first time in the home first, 0-0.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Ricky. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Friday, August 4th is Fan Appreciation Night, a night where we get to thank the best fans in the West Coast League.
Let's take a look at the starting lineup presented by Drew's Grocery. Leading off playing right field, Ian Riley. Top 3 guys the same. Make it to top 5. A.J. Singer, bats second, plays short. And the third hitter is Latre McCollum out in center field. The cleanup hitter, Brandon Larson at first. Chris Brown bats 5th and plays third base. The DH is Seth Stroh. He bats 6th. Carter Monda in the 7th spot plays left field. Taylor Langworthy and Connor Talixon at second base. And Talixon behind the plate. They round out the order for Cowlitz. They're going to face Camden Orem. Orem has a lot of numbers for Ridgefield. He's thrown 37 and 2/3 innings and has an earned run average 3.34. He's in familiar territory. He pitches right here at Lower Columbia College. He's 2-0 and has 3 saves. He's playing in his 12th game, but only his 3rd start. So perhaps a bullpen game, essentially, in this short 7-inning game for the Raptors. 1 ball and 1 strike to the leadoff hitter. Ian Riley, 22 for 94. He's got a clip of 234. 2-1. Sky high in the air on the left side. Jake Sukata waits for it and makes the catch. 1 up and 1 down for Camden Orem to start his outing.
The shortstop, number 2, A.J. Singer.
That'll bring up A.J. Singer. Singer went 1 for 4 in game 1 of the doubleheader with a single. Orem likes to work quickly as well, and the count evens up. Bob's is a proud sponsor of the Black Bears Party Deck and has been serving our community since 1947. Before your next adventure or for local knowledge and 50,000 square feet of shopping, head to Bob's. Singer bangs a base hit into right field for a 1-out single. That brings up Latre McCollum. McCollum reached in all 3 of his plate appearances in game 1. A single in the first and a couple of walks after that. Orem with a nice slider. Catches the zone. 0-1. McCollum quickly behind, no balls and 2 strikes. We'll meet the outfield for the Raps in just a second. I'd barely be able to get through the outfield with how fast Camden Orem works, and that's way outside and low, 1-2. Jack Salmon, the left fielder. Henry Mensch, the captain, out there in the outfield. And center, Tristan Gomez plays right. Jake Sukata at third. Drew Townsend gets the start in the 6th hole. And on the right side, after this pitch, the 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball to Jackson Nicholas, and it gets past him. A.J. Singer advances to third base. The Black Bears have him cornered, and McCollum had good contact on that ball, so they're going to give him a single.
Brandon Larson.
Back-to-back singles for the Black Bears, and they have him cornered. Latrey McCollum has now reached base safely in all 28 games. So Jackson Nicholas, the second baseman, Corey Nunez plays first, and behind the plate doing the catching for Camden Orem, who checks on McCollum, who already has a stolen bag today. It's Evan Leibel putting down the signs. Larson takes low and outside. Orem looking to work around some trouble in the home first. There goes Latrey McCollum, the outside fastball, the throw down, not in time. Latrey McCollum with his 22nd stolen bag. Two runners in scoring position, a 2-0 count for Brandon Larson. The Black Bears look to split the doubleheader against Ridgefield. Orem pulls the string and gets Larson way out in front of it, and the count moves to 2-1. Larson looked like he wanted to go after it, but he's able to lay off. Larson chases the low pitch, and the count rolls full. In game one, Ridgefield scored 2 runs in the second inning. First earned runs given up by Spencer Sid. There's an RBI single from Tristan Gomez. And the walk is issued to Brandon Larson. Bases loaded for the Black Bears in the bottom of the first inning. Looking to strike first after consecutive singles from Singer and McCollum, and the 1-out walk issued to Larson. Gomez had an RBI single in the second inning of game one to get Ridgefield on the board, and that was followed by a Jack Salmon RBI fielder's choice. It was 2-0 heading into the 6th inning, and Justin Stransky came in to score after he singled. And the final score was 3-0 in that game. Big swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases full of Bears and just 1 out. The 1-1. Big swing and a miss. Orem goes off speed with that pitch and gets a swing and a miss. Searching for his first strikeout of the game. It would be a big one. Down the third baseline, fair. 1 run in to score, and in comes Latrey McCollum. Brandon Larson will be held up at third, and an RBI double from Chris Brown.
To make another donation for their Nourishing Neighbors program. Every time a Black Bear hit has doubled this year, donations will make to Community Action Program. Thanks for supporting the community. Safeway Albertson. And thanks for the double, Chris Brown.
The Black Bears strike first. They were shut out in game one and now lead 2-0. They waste no time getting on the board. Now the hitter is Seth Stroh looking to add on. He's ahead 1-0. Chris Brown picked up his 5th double of the season. He drove in a pair. Stroh fouls it off, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Our partners at the Safeway Albertsons Foundation are proud to make another donation through their Nourishing Neighbors program for every double the Black Bears hit this season. Donations will be made to Community Action Program. Thanks for supporting your community, Safeway Albertsons. Orem gets set, kicks, flicks home. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, and just 1 out. 3 hits in the first inning for the Black Bears. Orem misses just outside. Big moment early on. It's only a 7-inning game. Poked into left field, and that'll hit the outfield grass. 2 more runs being waved in, and Seth Stroh cruises into second with a stand-up 2-run double.
Another donation through their Nourishing Neighbors. Thanks for supporting the community. Safeway Albertsons, and
Back-to-back doubles for the Black Bears give them an early 4-0 lead in Game 2, and that will draw a visit. The number 7 hitter, Carter Monda, will wait. There are 3 series remaining after this one for Cowlitz, and they're all league matchups, no more interleague matchups. The last interleague regular season matchup was in Edmonton. It was back-to-back interleague matchups, actually. Before the team traveled to Edmonton, they played against the Bellingham Bells right here at home. Portland this weekend, the Pickles are 24-17. Yakima Valley next Tuesday to Thursday. The Pippins are 15-27. And the regular season will finish right here at home versus the Bend Elks next weekend, August 4th through the 6th, who are right behind the Black Bears in the standings for the final playoff spot at 20-22. With the loss in Game 1, the Black Bears just 2 games in front of Bend. It was 2.5 coming into today. One-0, Monda takes inside, called strike 1. Camden Orem just searching for outs in the home first. 1-1, Monda chops it foul. The game began with the fly ball in the infield off the bat of Ian Riley. A.J. Singer singled. Latrey McCollum singled. Brandon Larson was walked. And back-to-back 2-run doubles from Chris Brown and Seth Stroh. Two-two, hit hard, but right at the center fielder, Henry Mensch, 2 out.
Now batting for the Black Bears, the second baseman, number 12, Taylor Langworthy.
2 out for Taylor Langworthy. Gets the start at second base in Game 2. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it off of himself. Langworthy made his first appearance as a Black Bear in game 1. He's 0 for 2 this season. Looking to drive one in here with Seth Stroh standing at second base in scoring position. 0-1, hit sharply, but right at Drew Townsend, who gloves it, throws over in time to get Langworthy.
After one, your score.
The Black Bears send 8 hitters to the plate and bring in 4 runs. A great response after being shut out in the first game. We have completed 1 inning.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball, a great double play. Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com. Head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Call WeatherGuard.
577-7200.
WeatherGuard!
Justin Skransky hit a ball very hard into left center field, and the ball was thrown into second. A very close play, but a leadoff double.
Well, suddenly the bats are waking up for both teams, as there's already 6 hits, and we're just entering the second inning. You got to wonder if it's because the first game, either the pitchers are so good, or it's that every hitter knew it was going to be a long day.
Singer goes to third, and they get Justin Skransky, who was trying to advance 90 feet on a base-running mistake by the designated hitter.
Yeah, interesting move there. I think he should have just stayed put, and you never know if the runner is first, we're going to be safe at first.
Michael Buchanan joining us once again in the booth. Thanks so much for being here, Michael. We love it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Great heads-up play by A.J. Singer to see that Justin was in motion to third and threw it over. Perfect throw to Chris Brown, who applied the tag and got out number 1 to erase the runner after the leadoff double. How about that response from your team? Being shut out in game 1 and then 4 runs in the first inning. Like you said, maybe just great pitching in game 1 that they were never able to track the ball as well as they could have or should have.
Well, all we know is that our hitters right now are showing great character, because just because the first game is over doesn't mean we can't make up for it the second game. So that's
exactly.
Great character.
You can't let first game affect how you play in game 2. You got to treat it like a new day, just 30 minutes after.
Absolutely. And, after a loss, you always want to get back in the next game. And having only 30 minutes to think about it's a little better than 24 sometimes.
Right you are. Gomez leads from first, the 3-1 foul back, and the count rolls full. What can you tell us about Lucian Wexberg?
Well, Lucian has a heavy fastball. He only throws about 89 to 92, but it feels like he throws 95 because it's so effortless and it's so heavy. And his breaking ball, he throws it, he has great feel of when to throw it. He throws it at the right time.
Hit and run, chopper to Chris Brown. His only play is at first, and he retires Evan Leibel.
As now we also see Lucian is very calm under these pressure situations. Like, there's a runner on second, he's in scoring position, but Lucian is very calm, cool, and he just knows he can trust his stuff and his ability.
Taylor Langworthy showing his presence behind Tristan Gomez, who's at second with the right-hander in the box.
And there's that timely breaking ball I was talking about. Now he's ahead in the count, and he showed the hitter is off balance because he probably thought a fastball was coming, and now we don't know what he's going to throw.
When Wexberg has all of his pitches, he is nasty. Throwing that fastball, the slider, and then the curveball off speed.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a national champion for a reason. His school, Westmont, won the national championship, and he got to be part of it and pitch in the World Series. And you can see just how tough he is, and he has a championship demeanor around him. He wins every day with the way he works, the way he treats people, and the way he pitches.
That seems to be how the successful ones are. Even if you're not pitching that day, what are you going to do to prepare for your next time that you go out there? In between games, in between days that you go out there, you need to do strength and conditioning. You need to work your bullpens and things like that.
Absolutely. And, you know, you have to work hard during the week to know that the hard work during the week is going to pay off on game day.
Townsend stays alive, gets a piece of it.
And Lucian, he likes to train his mind as well. He's always watching Andrew Tate podcasts, and he likes watching podcasts to train his mind as well. So it's fun to pick Lucian's brain because he's a really smart guy.
A man full of knowledge. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Townsend hits a ground ball down the third baseline, just foul.
I hope I don't get in trouble for saying this, but you never know if he's a crowd favorite with that hair, you know. But I'm sure all the Black Bears fans love every player equally.
He's got a mane.
There's a big 2-2 pitch here. I would assume Lucian's going to go fastball in.
Townsend battles and stays alive. We get to do it again.
Well, it's a 2-2 count. There's 2 outs, and number 2 for Ridgefield is up. How often do you see that?
That's what we call deuce is wild. Just misses. A little too tall.
2-0 on the mound. Thought he won this battle, but no, number 2 stays alive.
And we get to do it again. Full count to the shortstop for the Raptors. Called strike 3. Lucian Wexberg wins the battle, able to work around the leadoff double thanks to Stransky trying to go to third on a ground ball towards the left side that A.J. Singer made a great play on. After the leadoff double, retiring the side in order gets Wexberg out of the inning. The Black Bears bats will go right back to work in the home second, leading 4-0.
In my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 5777200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
5777200.
Weather Guard.
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby.
We began the home second, 4-0. Cowlitz in front. I know baseball is all about superstition. Do you have a favorite jersey you like to pitch in? Black, orange, or green?
I have my fair share of superstitions. So I don't have a favorite jersey, but I do have to drink coffee on the days that I pitch. Is my superstition.
Right before you come to the ballpark?
I just need coffee that day. So I prefer to have a coffee actually in the morning, and then usually like during pregame, and then usually a sip right before I go out too.
Connor Talixon grounds out to Drew Townsend to begin the inning. 1 out. Back to the top of the order already, just in the second inning. Ian Riley hit a towering fly ball in the infield his last time up. He's quickly behind 0-2.
I have a good feeling Ian Riley is going to have a great game today. You got to feel like a lot of these players are back in youth select ball playing doubleheaders and 7-inning games. It's not really very college-like.
When I called some college games at Lewis and Clark a couple years back, before COVID happened and shut down the whole season like you guys have had to deal with during your college days. Hard hit ball into right field. Tristan Gomez goes back. It's a home run for Ian Riley. His second home run this season, and the Black Bears have a 5-0 lead. Riley does it on a 2-2 count.
Well, fans, if you were listening to the earlier game, I had a feeling Ian Riley was going to have a home run today, and I had a feeling he was going to have a good game. So keep it coming, Ian Riley. Longview loves you.
You were talking about his power. You called it. Now A.J. Singer will bat. He hits a high fly ball into left field. Jack Salmon goes back and is out of room. Back-to-back home runs for the Black Bears, and they have a 6-0 lead.
Wow. I really hope that we can keep this going, but that's pretty cool. A left-handed home run, a right-handed home run. Anything is possible in Longview tonight.
Singer roped that ball into left field. And there's just 1 out, 6-0. Black Bears in front, and they have 6 hits on the day.
You know what the best part is? We've already had 2 home runs this inning, and now we have our best hitter up.
The Black Bears hit their second home run back-to-back.
It's going to be interesting at bat here for Latrez. I mean, he's going to be pumped up after seeing those 2 home runs. But his best at bats are when he hits the ball on the ground and he's able to leg those out to make them base hits.
Hit off the end of the bat. It's a fair ball. 3 unassisted, and McCollum is retired. Thanks to TrackMan, both of those home runs that were back-to-back for Riley and Singer were hit 100 miles an hour off the bat. Riley's home run went 338 feet to right field, and A.J. Singer's home run went 324 feet to left field on back-to-back pitches.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much for those stats, too.
Don't thank me, thank TrackMan.
Thank you, TrackMan.
And our stats guys to the left. 0-2 to Brandon Larson, who walked his last time up. Able to lay off the low pitch, 1-2. What a turn in momentum after losing the first game. Right out of the gate, scoring 4 runs and adding on 2 runs, back-to-back home runs for the second time. We saw a couple of DBU guys do it in Springfield. It was Ethan Mann and Grant Jay went back-to-back. It's fun to see that when A.J. Singer standing in the on-deck circle, he sees Ian Riley get a hold of the ball and says, all right, if this fastball's coming, I'm going to be right on it, and he sure was. The Black Bears with a 6-0 lead.
as now Lucian is going to feel even more confident. A veteran pitcher like Lucian, expect him to attack early with the fastball and put his hitters away with breaking balls late.
Here's the first home run off the bat of Ian Riley, just clearing that yellow line.
Merchandise that we have for you this summer. It's just a reminder, since this is a doubleheader tonight, it is a 7.
And A.J. Singer's home run. That was back-to-back on the first pitch. This time to left field. Both of them pole hits. The Black Bears in front, 6-0 in game 2.
Checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little unpredictable this year, to say the least. But one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability. At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done. 1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
The Raps have a lot of catching up to do and just 5 innings left in this short 7-inning game. Wexburg gets ahead 0-1.
Ooh.
Jack Salmon, the number 9 hitter, is hit by a pitch to lead off the third.
Very unusual for Lucian to lose control like that, especially with the lead he has. But I expect Lucian to settle in and he can get a ground ball or a fly ball here, get a quick out, and get back to his groove.
Jake Sukata, the leadoff hitter for Ridgefield, bats for the second time. He grounded out to A.J. Singer to begin the game. Is it true that the starting pitcher gets to choose what jersey you guys wear?
Yes, sir. Our starting pitcher gets to choose what jersey we wear and what hat we wear. And they also usually get some more benefits, like they can come a little later. They don't have to shag BP. They get some more benefits. They get treated right.
1-1. Bunt is laid down the third baseline. Foul. Jake Sukata frustrated with himself. And the count will move to 1-2. Jake Sukata's little brother, Justin Sukata, plays on the Bend Elks team.
That's going to be, that would be a pretty fun game to go to. Imagine being a parent having to decide where you're going to sit, what you're going to wear, when both your sons are playing on different teams.
That's when you have the Raptors jersey and the Elks hat, and then you switch it for game 2 and switch it back for game 3.
And you always got to watch how much you're cheering for one side because you got to cheer for the other.
2-2, just misses. Borderline pitch goes Sukata's way, and the count rolls full.
You should be a proud parent if you have 2 kids playing at this level of college.
It's crazy how often we've seen it in professional sports, in all different sports.
Well, I've always thought about it. If you have a brother that's really athletic, you always have a catch partner. They can always throw BP to each other. You can always play one-on-one basketball against each other. You can always wrestle each other by getting stronger by wrestling. And you never want to lose to your brother.
That's right. Payoff pitch. The runner goes, but it's ball 4.
I do expect Lucian here to settle down, get his first out, and get back in the groove. This is very rare for Lucian to have a slow start to inning, especially with a 6-0 lead. But I expect his veteran presence is going to show.
Couple brothers, the Kelsey brothers in the NFL and the Holiday brothers in the NBA. Off the top of my head, I can't think of a baseball brother combo, but I'm sure there's one out there, at least cousins, I know that.
I think, didn't Strasburg give up a home run to his brother one spring training or something? I think a video went viral. And then I believe it's there's one brother. One was on the Lakers for a while. One was on. I'm blanking on the.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He has brothers in the league as well.
Yes, absolutely. And then
if it comes back to you, we're going to go back to it. 2-1 the count to Henry Mensch. The Raptors looking to get on the board in game 2 after winning the first game in the doubleheader 3-0. They trail 6-0. And Wexburg battling with his command right now on the mound. The count is 3 balls and 1 strike. Runners on first and second and nobody out.
And it was the Morris brothers, for all the fans wondering. The Morris brothers were another brothers in sports. Wow, but in more important things to talk about, Lucian, out of nowhere, having command troubles. Very uncommon for the veteran right-hander out of Westmont. As pitching coach JP, we call him JP, JP comes out to the mound. I expect him to have some wise words to help Lucian get out of this funk. And I expect Lucian still to finish this inning.
No hits given up in the inning. Jack Salmon, the number 9 hitter, was hit by a pitch. That was followed by a Sukata walk and now a Henry Mensch walk. So he's got some trouble to get out of in the top of the third. But with a big 6-0 lead, you're just looking to get outs and throw strikes.
Throwing strikes and keeping the ball low in the zone is always the biggest key, especially in this wood bat league. We rarely see as many home runs in the wood bat league. You wonder, with the way the Raptors have played, you wonder if they might try something like a bunt here. I highly doubt it. But we've seen unusual things the past few weeks here in Longview as the Bells used bunting with 1 out and caught us all by surprise last week.
0-1 to Jackson Nicholas. Nicholas stole his 6th bag of the season his last time up. Hitting .237. It's a chopper foul, and Wexburg doing exactly what he wants to do, and that's work ahead in the count, 0-2.
As I think the biggest key here is you need to go pitch for the strikeout. I don't think you want as much contact here in this situation because contact is going to win for the hitter. As Lucian, it looks like he's pitching the strikeout too, as that was a very quality pitch. That was not a good pitch to swing at as a hitter. You always think of these outings right here where you struggle like this as an outing where you can show how tough you are. As if Lucian's able to get out of this inning or only give up 1 run, you really can look back later in your career and think, you know, I was so tough that outing, I can overcome almost everything.
2 balls, 2 strikes, the bases loaded, nobody out. Just upstairs, close pitch goes Nicholas's way, and the count is full, nowhere to put him. Got to see a challenge pitch from Lucian Wexburg.
Tough break for Lucian there. That call could have gone either way.
Wexburg walks in a run and now has some words for Rick Fratis behind the plate, but maybe some words for himself as well.
Those are really, really tough calls, and they could go either way. And that didn't fall our way this time. But you hope Lucian here can get back to what he was doing, though, and get back ahead and then use his breaking ball because he's not getting that fastball call that he wants.
First pitch swinging is Corey Nunez and finds a hole on the right side. Station to station go the Raptors. And this game is 6-2, and the tying run is coming up to the plate.
It wasn't a great swing. It was not. Lucian definitely beat him there. But yeah, that ball found a hole. A lot of it's because Lucian throws so hard that if you put the ball decently on the barrel, it's gonna, it's gonna have a chance to find a hole. Lucian just needs to right here just get an out now.
First pitch swinging is chopped foul off the bat of Justin Stransky, who led off the second inning with a double and had a base running mistake when he tried to advance to third, and heads up play by A.J. Singer, who threw over to Chris Brown, who applied the tag to get Stransky out at third. 0-1. Hit hard. It could be two. One at second. Nope.
No.
Gets past A.J. Singer on the low throw. One run into score. Another one into score. And that is a bases clearing error. And the Raptors trail by just one run.
Well, the first game we had a pitcher's duel. Now this game we have a slugfest. It's the tale of two different games here in Longview.
Such a costly play. That could have been 2 outs, and instead there's still nobody out in the tying run in scoring position.
It's the details.
If you're a pitcher and an error happens behind you that you have no control over, how do you bounce back from that?
It is very difficult, but that's when you dig down deep and you just try to focus as much as you can on your job and winning one pitch at a time. Because this is multiple times now where Lucian he didn't get the calls on the 3-2 pitches and the 2-2 pitches earlier, and he jammed a hitter and the ball just kind of found a hole. He's been pitching great. It's just
0-2, a drop third
pours.
strike, and it gets past Talixon, and Tristan Gomez aboard after a strikeout, and the frustrating inning continues for Lucian Wexford.
Imagine that. That's when you think it can't get any worse. You get a strikeout, and it's a pass ball, and the runner gets on. As now, the tying run's at third base, 90 feet away.
A 5 spot for the Raptors, and there's still nobody out. The number 8 hitter of the inning is Evan Leibel, and he fouls off the first pitch. The momentum has totally changed, and the air has been taken out of the stadium on the campus of Lower Columbia College. 6 runs put up by Cowlitz in the first 2 innings, and the top of the third inning started with a hit by pitch, a walk, another walk, and a close call. 2 pitches, really, on a full count walk that brought in the first run, and the RBI single from Nunez that you said wasn't a hard hit ball but found the hole on the right side, and the very costly error.
Ooh, another tough break. I mean, that's a pretty close pitch, and he's not getting anything, Lucian, right now. And you got to wonder, as a manager, when do you pull him just to protect his arm? You don't
Absolutely.
You don't want him out there hurting his arm.
Finds a hole on the left side, and the game is tied 6-6. 6 runs in for the Raptors.
Wow. And I think if I was the manager, I would pull him. And that's what we're going to do. He's going to do it. A tough break for Lucian. I mean, he's had a great season, and this game does not show the effort he gave. But now we just got to turn the page and get ready for the next game. He needs to get ready for the next game if he has one more game. It needs to be a great teammate and support his teammates, as we still have a chance to win this game. It's only 6-6.
Brand new ball game. We'll be right back with the new arm.
your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace, health, and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. A great double play. Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh-cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Call WeatherGuard.
577-7200.
WeatherGuard!
Welcome back. 6-6 in the top of the third. Still nobody out. Runners on first and second, and the number 9 hitter of the inning, Drew Townsend, who's in the 8th spot in the lineup, will bat against the new pitcher, Nick Silva, who's 2-2. Showing bunts. He pops it up in the air, and Chris Brown catches it. That's something that goes the Black Bears' way in the top of the third.
Yeah, and sometimes when you replace a pitcher, you just want your team to have a new energy. You know, in Lucian, he did his job. He did great, but sometimes they weren't pulling Lucian because he was doing bad, because you just wanted a new energy. And the energy is you kind of feel it now, is shifted back to the Black Bears, as we hope Nick can get another quick out here.
Well, my scorecard is officially ruined because this is the 10th hitter of the inning. Jack Salmon lines out to Carter Monda in left.
As I asked for a quick out, and Nick Silva must be hearing the broadcast right now because he delivered.
2 pitches and 2 outs.
Yeah, thank you, Nick Silva.
Runner still at first and second. Jake Sukata walked and scored earlier in the inning, then grounded out to the opposite field, and A.J. Singer back in the first. He is hit on the knee, it looks like.
Well, that's just when I asked for 2 quick outs, he gives it. But then I did not ask for a hit by pitch. So hopefully Nick can get back in the groove here and deliver a quality pitch. This is the next hitter.
Ouch. That's a tough one to walk off. Hits you right above the knee. And the bases are going to be loaded once again.
Bases loaded, but, you know, on the bright side of things for Nick Silva, you do not want another run to score. You want to get out of this inning with a tie. So now he gets the righty-on-righty matchup with that nasty breaking ball he has. And so hopefully Nick can regain his focus and get it done right here.
Silva misses low and outside. Silva's thrown 14 2/3 innings. He has recorded 15 punch-outs and just 6 walks. 1-0 to Henry Mensch. Foul tipped into the mid of Talixon.
This is a big 1-1 count. I mean, when I was growing up, I was taught, hey, win your ones, which wins your ones mean you want the count to be 1-2. You do not want the count to be 2-1 because the percentages are way higher for you to win.
It changes the whole at-bat, really.
Absolutely.
When you're 1 strike away and you have a couple to work with, to now it's almost like you have to throw a strike in a 2-1 count, maybe a fastball pitch.
Especially with bases loaded.
There's that fastball, and down the right field line, thankfully, it goes fair. That would have been trouble with the base runners getting a 2-out jump. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 away. The base is loaded. Nick Silva looks to come into the game and end the inning without allowing any more damage.
Hopefully Nick can throw that nasty breaking ball with this righty-righty matchup and get us out of the inning.
Mensch hits a ground ball to A.J. Singer, gloves it, throws over, and Nick Silva, a huge 1-2-3 after he comes in from the bullpen to limit the damage. But 6 runs put up for the Raptors in the top of the third. We're all tied up, back to square one, 6-6 as we head to the home third.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 5777200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call weather guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
5777200.
Weather Guard.
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year, to say the least. But one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability. At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done. 1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
I call myself a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please.
Gotcha.
But I'm less confident in the economy.
Same here, buddy.
Thankfully, Les Schwab Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Limited time offer while supplies last. Terms and conditions apply. Details at leschwab.com/sale.
Back to square one in the bottom of the third, 6-6. Chris Brown leads the inning off for the Black Bears, 0-1. So you were the only person at your host family, but now you have another Black Bear at the house?
Absolutely. I have Patrick Stark, who was not at the field today because he was part of the collision with Sam in Canada. So he's at home resting his body, and hopefully everything is okay with him.
He took a shot to the ribs and then had hard head contact.
I don't know all the details. I just knew he had a collision, and he had some rib pain, he had some head pain, he had some back pain, and he basically he's hurting pretty bad.
It must have been such a long travel day for those two, Canton and Stark.
Yeah. And they handled it really well, and we're all praying for them, but they handle it like men, you know.
Full count to Chris Brown. Off the hands, hits a ball a mile high, and the first baseman, Corey Nunez, makes the play.
Tough break there. I think Chris knew right when he swung he shouldn't have swung. That probably was going to be a ball. But as a hitter, that's always tough because you're kind of like, dang it, I probably could have took the walk, but I'm here, and I'm here to hit.
That's exactly right. You come to summer ball and you're trying to get better, get your swing better, and if you get walks, it doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't help your stats. It doesn't help out anything besides your team, obviously, with getting a base runner on. But guys want to come here and swing the bat and get hits.
Yes, sir. And they want to impact the ball hard. Like, they do not want dinky little hits because they know they want to come back to school being like, hey, I can drive the ball to any part of the ballpark and hit it hard.
You want to go back to UCSB like Latrey McCollum is feeling, right?
Yes, sir.
Stroh chases the breaking ball low, and the count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Last time up, Seth Stroh had a 2-run double. Stroh hits it in the air to right field, but right for Tristan Gomez, who jumps up and makes the catch. 2 up and 2 down for Camden Orem.
Seth Stroh has been stroking the ball all day today. It's unfortunately he only has 1 hit right now to show for it, but Seth Stroh needs to continue to just keep doing what he's doing and stay where he's at, because he's going to get some breaks later on.
It moves things to Carter Monda, who takes low and outside, 1-0. Some guys that we've seen in the West Coast League, you really don't have to worry about the pitch clock with, and Camden Orem's one of them.
I worry myself about the pitch clock when I'm pitching, but yeah, I mean, this is great for everyone. Great for the fans, great for both sides. You know, this is the second game, and he's working quick, and I think everyone appreciates it.
You a big fan of the pitch clock all around?
No. I think the game is so mental, and sometimes when I do my walk around the mound, it pisses off the hitter. And that can affect his swing just enough where he pops it up.
Usually pitchers and hitters have different conclusions when it comes to the pitch clock. But, of course, some guys like it, some guys don't, just depending on their flow and their rhythm. I know Kai Francis likes the pitch clock because he pitches so quickly, and he likes to get ready and wait on the batter to get in the batter's box, and he plays a little mental game with the hitter from the mound, saying, I control the pace of this at-bat, not the other way around. Monda hits it off the end of the bat and stays alive. How do the shadows affect hitters? Back in the day when you were a hitter and you hit from the shade and the ball was coming from the sun.
Well, I'm going to actually speak from a pitcher's perspective here. When I see shadows, I know it's going to be tougher to pick up spin, so I throw a lot more cutters. Oh.
Monda with the deep drive down the left field line, just foul.
Tough break there. When I'm a pitcher, I'm going to throw a lot more cutters because it's harder to pick up the spin with the shadows. So if I have a little more vertical and horizontal break of my pitches, it's going to be tougher than just a straight heat because it's going to be tougher to pick up spin with the
payoff
shadows.
Pitch, breaking ball hits Monda, who throws down his bat and will head to first.
You wonder if that caught a little bit of his face just with his reaction.
Seen a lot of hit batters in the two games that we've seen today.
Just as we talk about, it's tough to pick up spin with these shadows. Monda gets hit with a breaking ball. I mean, he probably had a tough time picking it up because the shadows, and he wasn't able to react the way he was to protect himself.
We saw Eli Lopez get hit with the pitch in game one and eventually was taken out of the game. Hate to see that from both sides because you're here to have fun and get better in the summer, not here to have potential injury.
Yeah, you want to go back to your school feeling good and healthy. It looks like we have some action in the pen. I don't know if Jace is warming up to go in the game or if he's just staying loose, but looks like we might have Kelso's own Jace coming in the game soon.
Jace came up in the booth a few games ago. I want to say it was the last home game, and got to hear a little bit from Jace, who's heading to Vanguard after pitching a couple seasons right here on the campus of Lower Columbia College.
As Vanguard was a great team last year, and you hope Jace can go in and contribute and help him accomplish his team goals, and you hope Jace can accomplish his individual goals there. As Jace is easily one of the hardest workers on the Black Bears, as I assume he's going to bring that work ethic to Vanguard, and I'm excited for his future.
I've roomed with Jace on a couple of road trips, and he's a funny guy as well. He's got a big personality, and he's not afraid to show it.
And Jace, you know, one thing I really do respect about Jace is he really loves baseball. You know, he's a high baseball IQ. He cares about his performance. He cares about his teammates, and he tries to do everything right.
1-0. Langworthy takes low and outside. He's ahead 2-0. Langworthy looking to atone for the error that he made in the big 6-run inning for the Raptors in the top of the frame.
as this is a big, big at-bat here. We want to win this at-bat with this beautiful count we have. Give us a chance.
Borderline pitch this time goes Orem's way.
Tough. I would have loved to see him not give him that strike call because Lucian was not getting those borderline pitches earlier, and that was bigger moments of the game.
3-1 is popped up into right field. Tristan Gomez gets under it and retires the side. Nothing doing of the 2-out hit by pitch by Carter Monda. We have completed 3 innings in the 7-inning game 2 of the doubleheader, 6-6 from Longview, Washington.
Hi, this is Mike from Dick Hanna Toyota. We've been part of this community for years. We're proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bear Fans Coalition. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends watching America's pastime. Dick Hanna Dealerships has been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community.
Dick Hanna Toyota, a lead in night.
Remember that first time you rode a bike? Really hard at first, but you kept improving. That's the thinking behind the Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal Credit Union. We heard that making that first step to saving was the hardest, so we made it a little easier. With as little as $25, you can save at a rate that is way higher than regular savings accounts. And after 18 months, you've saved a nice little nest egg. The Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal, federally insured by NCUA.
Cowlitz PUD proudly supports our community and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Visit cowlitzpud.org to learn about customer-friendly opportunities like our new ride-share program, which allows you to rent our all-electric Chevy Bolt. Whether you want to take it on a quick trip or a scenic drive, the first 4 hours are free, then $4 an hour after that. Again, that's cowlitzpud.org.
We begin the top of the 4th. All tied up 6-6. Nick Silva back out there after what you were talking about, Michael. Gap, game-altering pitches. Silva was able to come up with some big ones to pick up all 3 outs to end the bleeding in the top of the 3rd.
It's good to see Silva get another inning, as usually he's a one-inning guy. I love to see him, hopefully get 2 or 3 innings because he's earned it. He's been working hard, and hopefully he can get some quick outs here.
One taken outside. Jackson Nicholas, Corey Nunez, and Justin Stransky, the heart of the lineup for the Raptors, 3, 4, 5 hitters.
Nick Silva's got to make the adjustment. He's been missing up with his fastball way too much. He gets the call there, but we do not want him missing up like that with his fastball. Hopefully he can make the adjustment soon and hit the knees. As a 2-2 here, I think Nick's going to go with his slider.
Takes a big deep breath, throws home, and Nicholas just gets a piece of it.
And you want to see Nick just get the ball down a little bit more, and I think he'll get a swing and miss. But right now, he's just leaving the ball up a little too much.
Two. Nicholas takes low, goes off of Talixon. I know I keep talking about it, but this weather, you can't even write up a more perfect day to play 2 games.
And it's just a beautiful scene here at David Story Field with beautiful trees in the background.
Nicholas battles a pitch to stay alive. I'm from NorCal, near Sacramento, Lake Tahoe area, and it is hot. So I'm really enjoying being here in Longview and enjoying this cool weather.
Yeah, the summers here in Washington have been beautiful the past few years, but I do prefer the hotter the better. I prefer
That's
the
how my brother is, and I don't understand that. You guys say the summer's a summer for a reason. It's supposed to be hot.
You know, in Washington, we get a lot of rain. And when it's hot, you do not miss the rain.
But you have to love everything like you're talking about. The view here, everything is so green because of the rain. And they're different shades of green. We have light green, normal green, dark green.
And I experienced a year in Montana, and wow, those seasons are a lot more extreme. It is really hot or really cold in Montana. In Washington here, it's a lot more mild or mellow, the seasons. Like the summer's not too hot, the winter's not too cold, the spring's not too wet, the fall's not too windy. You know, it's very mild, while Montana is very extreme with its weather.
0-1 to Nunez. Takes just outside after the leadoff walk issued to Jackson Nicholas.
Tough break on that call. That was a strike.
Hard hit ball into the gap in left center field, and that's going to roll all the way to the wall. Extra bases into seconds goes Corey Nunez, and nobody out. 2 runners in scoring position that represent the go-ahead runs for the Raptors. After their big 6-run third, they're looking to put up some damage in the 4th.
As Nick's going to have to go to work here because we do not want to lose this tie we have going on right now. Hopefully Nick can get a quick out here and then be able to get a strikeout and then hopefully get another quick out.
Misses inside to Justin Stransky.
Tough break on some of these calls. These are pretty close, and that's what I talked about last inning when that Raptors pitcher got that 3-0 call. I was hoping he wasn't going to get it with the way calls we're getting.
Gets a chase on that beautiful slider from Silva. Low and away, but Stransky goes after it, and that evens up the count.
That is a sharp slider.
Another check swing called strike 2 on that slider once again.
That is big time as we want this strikeout. And he has an opportunity here to get a big timeout. You hope Nick is able to throw his best pitch here.
Huge pitch coming up. This time Stransky is able to make an adjustment and hold up on that low and away pitch. The count is 2 balls and 2 strikes.
You have to respect what Nick's trying to do here. He's trying to get a strikeout. As that pitch was not a pitch where you're looking to get a pop out or a ground out. That was a pitch where he's looking to get a chase. As I expect this pitch to be a little bit more in the zone, but I expect it to be one more slider.
And Stransky, a good hitter, hitting .329 with 9 runs batted in. He's 26 for 79. Hits a ball in the infield, exactly what Nick Silva was looking for. It's Chris Brown who gets under it for an unproductive out number 1.
That was a big timeout right here. He's going to give us a chance. You know, one thing Nick's got to remember is, hey, man, your first base is open. You do not want to give a cookie. A cookie means a middle pitch. You want to make sure that you are competing at the corners and at the bottom of the zone.
And he popped up a really good hitter in Stransky. Huge out.
And lower Columbia zone.
Tristan Gomez hits a ball on the left side. That'll reach the seats, 0-1.
Great start, getting ahead.
Silva doesn't issue a bunch of walks normally, but he's shown a lot of commands with his pitches here today. Just 1 walk given up.
One and one here as Nick Silva, he continues to work hard. He's a very calm and cool competitor, isn't he? You don't see a lot of emotion from Nick.
Either way, good or bad. The 1-1. Swing and a miss from Tristan Gomez.
He pulled that fastball back on that one. He had a little bit bigger of a leg kick, and he wanted he wanted to make sure this fastball got to the glove, and it was not going to touch any barrel.
You get some more juice when you have a couple guys on and just one out. Called strike 3. Huge strikeout for Nick Silva, and he's 1 out away from getting out of the second and third with nobody out.
We're going to have to start calling Nick Silva the magician with his ability to get out of these jams if he's able to get this last out. As Nick looks to throw another magical pitch here.
Evan Linebull had an RBI single in the long third inning.
Wow, that was a two-seam that had some movement. Nice job, Nick. As he's feeling it now, you can just see it in his demeanor. He is confident he's going to get this third out.
Go-ahead run just 90 feet away. Another swing and a miss. Silva has gone a bunch of those in his 1 2/3 innings.
As Nick has already blown 2 fastballs by him, it's going to be an interesting pitch here because he still has that nasty slider in his back pocket, but he doesn't want to speed up the hitter's barrel.
0-2. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Houdini out there on the mound. Nick Silva able to hang a 0 after second and third with nobody out.
A big smile from Nick Silva as he knows he definitely helped his team out tonight. Great job, Nick. That was amazing effort.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Ricky. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball, a great double play.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh-cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com. Head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
New pitcher on the mound is Oscar Patron. He's thrown just 3 innings this season for Ridgefield, has 1 punch out. Last couple outings were against Yakima Valley and in Bellingham, scoreless outings. And his first one was a tough one against Bellingham. He gave up 4 earned runs in an inning and a third on 5 hits. 9-1-2 due up for the Black Bears in the home 4th.
As he's got very smooth mechanics. He's a interesting pitcher to watch because he's not very big, but he throws pretty hard.
Fouled straight back, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
You love to see the Black Bears finally get a leadoff runner get on with no outs and just start to make some organic pressure happen from within, where we're stealing and bunting and not just relying on walks and unusual things to help score us runs.
Especially with the top of the lineup looming in Ian Riley in the on-deck circle. The 3-2. hit into right field, and that'll be down for a leadoff single, just as the doctor ordered.
Awesome job. You got to respect Tallison. He's been great to the pitchers all year, catching all of our short boxes and bullpens when he's not playing. And I know the whole pitching staff's happy for him to get that ball to fall in this game.
Connor Tallison hitting .272, having a good season for Cowlitz. Ian Riley up in a 1-0 count.
Ian Riley been having himself a day. He looks to continue it.
The 1-0 from Patron. Swing and a miss. Last time up, Ian Riley unleashed on a ball into right field that just cleared that yellow line. That was the first of back-to-back home runs from Riley and the man on deck, A.J. Singer. 1 ball and 1 strike. Riley fouls it off.
But that's not what Ian Riley does best. Ian Riley is a scrappy hitter. And what I mean by that is he can take the ball the other way. He can bunt. He can run. And so he needs to play to his strengths here and just shorten up and hit the ball the other way. I mean, look at that. Look at that hole they have to the third baseline.
Choke up on the bat and put the ball in play. He does. It could be 2. 1 at second, and the throw over in time to get to speedy Ian Riley on the 4-6-3.
Well, that's not necessarily what we wanted, but that's part of the game. He put a good swing on it, but he hit it right to him.
They say a pitcher's best friend is a 1 pitch out, but I think pitchers have a lot of best friends, right? Double play is one of them.
Yes, sir. Double play is one of them. A speedy center fielder is another one of them. And a big strike zone is probably another one.
Last time up, A.J. Singer on the very next pitch after Ian Riley went yard. A.J. Singer joined the party and hit one into the bullpen of the Raptors. 4 runs put up for the Black Bears in the first, 2 runs in the second, and 6 runs for the Raptors in the top of the third, and that's where we stand now. 2-0, Singer hits it foul. I'm excited for A.J. Singer and his future. He's a young guy, just finished his freshman year at Iowa Western, and he's been competing day in and day out the entire season for the Black Bears.
One thing, I did not know that he was younger than me when I first met him, just the way he carries himself, the way he talks, and he's a great teammate, and he's a very hard worker, and I think he can end up at a really good place, and he'll make an impact. And if he puts some more weight on, he showed he can hit for power as much as he can utilize his speed.
Playing in his 37th game here in Game 2. 2-2, slaps it, but right at the first baseman, Corey Nunez. Thanks to the double play, Oscar Patron is able to face the minimum in the home fourth. 6-6, we have completed 4 innings in Game 2 of the doubleheader, and Nick Silva looks to be going back out there on the bump for the Black Bears.
Grab yourself a Ruby Jewel ice cream sandwich.
Call WeatherGuard.
577-7200.
WeatherGuard!
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather Guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
WeatherGuard!
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year, to say the least. But one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability. At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done. 1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
I'm Joey Setta, joined by relief pitcher for the Black Bears, Michael Buchanan. Back to square one, 6-6, and we get into the late innings, only in the top of the 5th.
It's been a long day at the park, and I think both teams are thinking the same thing. Let's sneak this W. As the sun is starting to set over Davis Story Field. What a beautiful setting.
Townsend takes low and outside. 8-9-1 due up.
As you have to give a shout out to Longview for showing up tonight. Thank you so much, Longview.
You got to love those $3 Tuesdays, especially the price for one game gets you two. 2-for-1 deal on this special Tuesday.
No better way to spend a Tuesday in Longview than at David Story Field.
Big deep breath. 2-2. Check swing. Last time up, Nick Silva got Townsend to pop up on his bunt attempt that fortunately went right in the mitt of Chris Brown.
Yes, sir. As you hope, the big thing with Nick, excuse me.
Hit to Langworthy, fumbles it for a second, and throws over in time to get Townsend.
The big thing with Nick is you know things are going right when he shows that big white smile. So let's just hope that we're seeing more of that big white smile after this inning.
Now batting for the Raptors, the left fielder, number 16, Jack Salmon.
Number 9 hitter Jack Salmon digs in from the left side to face the righty Silva. Can you talk about a little bit? It's totally just guy by guy, but some guys like to work from the third base side. Some guys like to work from the first base side of the rubber. And other guys, if you were to split the rubber into thirds, works from the middle of the rubber. Is it because someone's a lefty or a righty, or it's just because that's the way they prefer it?
Usually it has to do with how their ball comes out of their hands. If you have natural sink on your ball, you're going to want to be on a certain side. You're going to want to be on a certain side of the rubber, because if you're having constant misses, you don't want the ball to sink into the hitter, especially if the hitter, you face more righties, and hit them. So a lot of it has to do with the spin on your ball for your best pitches, because you don't want your best pitches. You want your best pitches to have a little more room for error, so you can rely on those best pitches. So a lot of it has to do with their pitching style. I've seen pitchers change which side of the rubber they're on as their pitching style changes, because your pitching style, as Nick Silver just absolutely blows it by the Ridgefield hitter and shows that big smile.
3 pitches and Salmon is fanned.
But as your pitching style changes, sometimes you get older, you go to different sides of the rubber. As I'm on the third base side of the rubber because I really like throwing my slider. And my slider is so sharp, so I start it right at the righties. And so it's harder for them to see it deep.
Sukata almost gets hit after he was hit back in the 3rd inning, but he avoids it this time on the inside pitch. He's ahead 1-0. Showing bunt, lays it down. It's a nice one. Nick Silva moves over. The throw is wide. Sukata has a bunt single with 2 outs in the 5th, and perhaps will be on the move on first, who has multiple stolen bases.
Well, David Story Field seems to be the best place to bunt, because I've seen more bunts here at David Story Field than I've seen my whole time in the West Coast League.
Henry Mensch.
As Henry is a very speedy player here, you're going to be interested to see, even though there's 2 outs, you're going to see if they might put a play on, like a hit and run or even another bunt.
Sukata has 13 stolen bags and 14 attempts. He's only been caught 1 time. We'll have to keep an eye on him as Brandon Larson holds him close to first. Not a huge lead, but speedy guys like McCollum or Sukata don't need a huge lead to get a good jump and eventually a stolen bag. 2-0 the count to Henry Mensch.
Tough break on that one. That looked pretty good to me up here. How did it look to you?
Like you said, I think there's been a few pitch missed behind the plate in multiple innings.
But, that's part of the game. So you have to adjust and you have to fight through. And that's why we love this game, because it's all about overcoming adversity.
Ups and downs How do you respond to the last down? It's not how you respond to success, how you respond to adversity.
When it's a game of failure, you better be good at overcoming failure.
Yeah, you're considered successful if you get a hit 3 out of 10 times in baseball. That's a lot of failing, like you said.
Just imagine that at home, folks. Imagine that. Imagine if your boss in your normal job gives you 10 attempts to do something, and you get it right 3 times.
And they tell you, good job.
You know, why do you think it's called living the dream if you make the majors?
Even in the big leagues, hitting 250 1 out of 4 times. 0-1 to Jackson Nicholas, who has been aboard in all 3 of his plate appearances. A single and a stolen bag in the first, walked and scored in the third, and walked in the fourth. Big at bat for Nick Silva, and he moves ahead 0-2.
This is a big time at bat because Nick has a chance to basically come in and not give up a single run that he was responsible for 2.1 innings. Or was it 3 innings? He came in with no outs?
Yep, this is.
So it would be 3 innings.
2 2/3
me.
right now.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool for Nick if he can go 3 innings without giving a single run that he was responsible for.
Especially lot sitting second and third with no outs. Able to work around that and do the Houdini act.
Well, Nick looks like he's going to do it again with this. He just likes to get our blood pressure up.
Nicholas putting together a good battle. How do you go mentally on the mounds when someone at the plate is just battling and fouling off numerous pitches?
Well,
in a 2-2 count, 3-2 count.
You got to work smarter, not harder. You got to be creative. What has he not seen? What are his weaknesses you're seeing when he's swinging? You got to attack those. As Nick Silva gets another tough break on that call.
That one he was squeezed on. That was the strike 3 pitch.
Tough break, but Nick just seems to be built for adversity, and he seems to be built for these magical moments here in Longview.
Well, deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, and 2 outs in the top of the 5th, tied 6-6.
Ooh. And it would have been really cool because Nick's number, I believe I'm seeing it right from here. Is it 22?
Yep, it sure is.
Well, that would have been a magical moment, but Nick just likes to, increase our blood pressure even more with this 3-2 count, runners in scoring position. Let's hear it, Longview.
The payoff pitch hit hard on a line, but right at Latre McCollum.
Great job, Latre. Well, fans, I said it last game, but thank you so much for coming out. But please, please continue to come out. We're going to do everything we can to make the playoffs. And we're trying to make history here in Longview. It's been a long time since we made the playoffs, and we're going to try to do it. But we need you guys' help. So please come out, Longview. Please come out. And let me say one thing is, Longview, let me hear you. Thank you so much. This is Michael Buchanan signing off.
A local staple and proud sponsor.
Myself a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please.
Gotcha.
But I'm less confident in the economy.
Same here, buddy.
Thankfully, Leschwa Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Limited time offer while supplies last. Terms and conditions apply. Details at leschwab.com/sale.
Hi, this is Mike from Buchanan Toyota. We've been part of this community for years. We're proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bear Fans Coalition. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends watching America's basketball. Buchanan Dealerships has been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community.
Buchanan Toyota, a lead in 9.
I'm Joey Senna saying thank you so much for tuning in. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Latrey McCollum leads the inning off. Oscar Patron back out there for the Raptors. The lights are on. Inside, McCollum moves out in front, 2-0. Thanks so much to Michael Buchanan, who spent a few innings with us in both Game 1 and Game 2 of the doubleheader. Michael has a little bit of a background in broadcasting, so he asked me if it's all right if I come up in the booth, and we got such great responses that Jay Schuler came up here. We're going to try to get a couple more players to join us when they're not playing. Some guys really don't like to talk behind the mic. Other guys, more outgoing. I'm sure we can get Carter Monda up here. Monda, extrovert. 3-1 to McCollum. Fouls the pitch off, and the count rolls full. After this series against the rival Raptors, there's only one more home series left, and as Michael is saying, on this playoff hunt, come out and support your Black Bears. 3-2. Breaking ball is fouled off, and we get to do it again. That last home series may decide who gets the final playoff spot between the Bend Elks and the Black Bears. On Saturday, August 5th, the middle game against the Elks, there will be a post-game fireworks show to hopefully celebrate a playoff berth. We are currently 2 games in front of Bend. It was 2.5 entering today, but after falling in Game 1 of the doubleheader, 3-0, it moved to 2 games. Bend is currently losing to Walla Walla 6-1, so that's good news for Black Bears fans. McCollum goes down swinging, 1 out for Oscar Patron.
Now batting for the Black Bears, the first baseman, number 50, Brandon Larson.
The Elks losing to a team who's just 14-28 in last place in the South Division. That game is in the top of the 6th. Also in the top of the 6th, Corvallis and Yakima Valley, 4-1. The Knights in front. The Knights have been on a tear. They're 10-0 in their last 10 games, and they're on a 12-game win streak. They are 30-12 on the season. Sweeping breaking ball. Beautiful one thrown from Patron. He moves ahead 1-2 to Brandon Larson. There's that breaking ball again, and Larson goes after it and comes away empty. Back-to-back strikeouts for Oscar Patron to start the 5th. 6 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Ridgefield. 6 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error for Cowlitz. Chris Brown takes at the knees, called strike 1. Brown had a 2-run double in the first inning. Brown from Connecticut. He's going to be spending time in Southern California at USC. He also went to UConn, and he said he hasn't been out of Connecticut a lot of times before, so he's getting to experience the Pacific Northwest this summer. Had a chance to go to Canada, and now we'll head to Southern California on the beautiful campus of USC in the fall. 2-2 misses low. Chris's father made the flights from Connecticut right here to Longview, Washington. I'm sure he flew into Portland, just about an hour away, and he said hello. I appreciated that. If any of you guys come out to a game, please come and say hello in the box. Love to talk to you for a bit. And I like hearing about all the stories of parents telling stories about their kids, because you guys know them the best. So any little bits I can get, I much appreciate it.
Hitter number 15, Seth Stroh.
2-out walk issued to Chris Brown, and Seth Stroh will get an opportunity. Back-to-back doubles in the first inning from Brown and Stroh. Stroh also drove in a pair of runs in that first inning, and he flew out, pulled the ball into right field his last time up. He's 1 for 2. 1-0, hits it foul, and the count will even up. Buddy's Home Furnishings, 840 Ocean Beach Highway. Come see why Buddy's is better. $3 Tuesday brought the crowds out here in Longview. It's also $3 domestic beers, $3 hot dogs, and nachos. Runner goes. Chris Brown easily steals second. No throw from Evan Leibel. And a runner in scoring position with 2 away for the Black Bears. Chris Brown with his second stolen bag this season. Breaking ball slips out of the hand of Patron. And we'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second and 2 away. Little breeze picks up the flag, waving in towards us, but that didn't stop the home runs from Ian Riley and A.J. Singer. Missing away, and the count rolls full. We saw a full count to Chris Brown, the last batter that Patron faced, and that at-bat resulted in a walk. Lefty-lefty matchup. Stroh out of Wichita State swings and misses. Oscar Patron wins the battle, strikes out the side. He got McCollum, Larson, and Stroh all swinging. We are all knotted up, 6-6 as we head to the top of the 6th.
Remember that first time you rode a bike? Really hard at first, but you kept improving. That's the thinking behind a Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal Credit Union. We heard that making that first step to saving was the hardest, so we made it a little easier. With as little as $25, you can save at a rate that is way higher than regular savings accounts. And after 18 months, you've saved a nice little nest egg. The Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal, federally insured by NCUA.
Cowlitz PUD proudly supports our community and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Visit cowlitzpud.org to learn about customer-friendly opportunities like our new ride share program, which allows you to rent our all-electric Chevy Bolt. Whether you want to take it on a quick trip or a scenic drive, the first 4 hours are free, then $4 an hour after that. Again, that's cowlitzpud.org.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Ricky. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
6-3 put out to start the sixth. Nick Silva back out there. Silva throws home and misses just upstairs. Another borderline pitch that doesn't go Black Bears' way. 2-0. Hit very hard and high, but foul. 2-1 the count. Corman Beverage is a proud sponsor of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. Thanks for coming out to the ballpark, and thanks for choosing Pepsi Cola. Two balls and two strikes. The Raptors took the Columbia River Cup Series. They lead 4-0 in the 7-game season series. The Black Bears were up 6-0, heading into the third inning in Ridgefield with 6 runs in the top of the third to tie the game. It could have been more, but Nick Silva came in and put up zeros ever since he's been in the game. As I mentioned earlier, Ridgefield won the first half. That included an 11-game winning streak that led them to the first playoff spot in 2023. They just made the trip to Edmonton recently as well during the week, right before Cowlitz played there this past weekend. Payoff pitch, check swing, and goes foul. Justin Stransky doubled in the second, reached on an error in the third, and popped up to Chris Brown his last time up in the fourth. He's 1 for 3. The payoff pitch misses up and in, a one-out walk issue to Stransky. Stransky has 6 stolen bags this season and hasn't been caught one time. So we'll have to keep an eye on him, being held on by Brandon Larson. First pitch popped up into left center field. Carter Monda gets under it.
Batting for the Raptors, the catcher, number 31, Evan Leibel.
Both Cowlitz and Ridgefield won 2 out of 3 in Edmonton. Over the weekend, the Raps played 2 non-league games against the Nighthawks, winning both. And the Raptors now at 29-13. One and 0 to Evan Leibel. Leibel had an RBI single in the third. Delayed steal. The runner goes down, and it's thrown into center field. Latre McCollum throws over to third, but not in time. Stransky's speed gets him all the way to third on that ball that got past A.J. Singer. It looked like there's some movement in the Black Bears infield. A.J. Singer now playing second. Chris Brown now playing shortstop. And Langworthy plays third. Popped up in the infield. Langworthy, the new third baseman, makes the catch. And that retires the top of the sixth for Nick Silva. What an outing for the big right-hander out of the pen. We head to the home 6, 6-6.
After this inning, all alcohol sales.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball, a great double play. Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh-cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Call WeatherGuard.
577-7200.
WeatherGuard!
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. WeatherGuard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call WeatherGuard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
WeatherGuard!
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year, to say the least. But one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability. At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done. 1540.
Carter Monda hits a base hit into right center field, the leadoff base runner for the Black Bears to begin the sixth. It's going to be Taylor Langworthy, the batter.
Taylor Langworthy.
0 for 2. Also went 0 for 2 in the first game of the doubleheader. Looking for his first hit this afternoon, now evening. Showing bunt and lays it down the first baseline. Foul. We'll do it again. The Black Bears have won 7 out of their last 8 series. During this stretch, they are 16-8, now 16-9 in their last 25 games. Going all the way back to June 22nd. Patron checks on Monda at first. That includes a stretch of 9-4 at home. It's going to be a good test for them this week, facing the Raptors. And Portland popped up, but it lays down the first baseline successfully, and that moves Monda into scoring position with 1 out. It's going to be Connor Talixon who will bat. He's 1 for 2. Singled in the fourth. And a hit out to Drew Townsend at short. His first at bat in the second inning.
Batting for the Black Bears, the catcher, number 3, Connor Talixon.
Go ahead run in scoring position. Just a 7-inning game. First pitch swinging. Talixon fouls it straight back. Game also powered by Cowlitz PUD. There are lots of great reasons to go to cowlitzpud.org, like the live off-spray camera and smart hub, where you can manage your bills and usage and even set up monthly payments. Cowlitz PUD, your power. Talixon takes low, 1 ball and 1 strike. One. Big breaking ball that misses low. Talixon able to lay off, and he moves ahead 2-1. Carter Monda goes. The throw down isn't great, but Jake Sukata able to dig it out and keep Carter Monda at third. Go-ahead run just 90 feet away for the Black Bears. Puts a lot of pressure on the catcher, Evan Leibel, and the whole infield comes in on the edge of the grass. Talixon pops up in the infield, not what the Black Bears were looking for. In foul territory, Corey Nunez makes the grab right in front of the first base coaching box.
Bears are back to the top of the lineup with right fielder number 18, Ian Riley.
So it's going to be up to the Black Bears leadoff hitter, Ian Riley. Ian Riley hit his second home run in the second inning. Last time up, hit into a 4-6-3 double play. He's 1 for 3. Riley takes outside. Keep up with the Bears during this playoff hunt on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The Bears are not yet on Threads, but give it a couple years and we'll see. 2-1. Oscar Patron asks for a new ball. Biggest moment in the game. Runner at third. 2 outs for Ian Riley. All tied up 6-6. He hits it down the first base line. Foul. Just a couple feet away from taking the lead and bringing in Carter Monda, who led the inning off with a single. Also has a stolen bag after the sacrifice bunts from Taylor Langworthy. And the walk is issued to Ian Riley. The inning will continue for A.J. Singer. Singer hit his second home run on back-to-back pitches after Ian Riley did it. That's going to draw a mound visit. New arm comes in for the Raptors in the bottom of the 6th. Runners on the corners and 2 outs, all knotted up, 6-6 from Longview, Washington.
I call myself a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please.
Gotcha.
But I'm less confident in the economy.
Same here, buddy.
Thankfully, Les Schwab Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Limited time offer while supplies last. Terms and conditions.
Everybody thought there was going to be a pitching change. Gomez, Salmon, and Mensch all got together in center field to talk it out. Ground ball to the third baseman, Sukata, who makes a long throw over in time. Dug out by Corey Nunez on the double hop. Wow, what a play made by Jake Sukata to keep this game tied 6-6. And Oscar Patron able to escape the 6th after allowing the leadoff single. Here's one more look at this. It stayed fair. Sukata in the hole and gets Singer by a step on the 2-hopper to Corey Nunez.
3, 2, 1.
Hi, this is Mike from Dick Hanna Toyota. We've been part of this community for years. We're proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bear Fans Coalition. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends watching America's
certificate from Fiverr Federal Credit Union. We heard that making that first step to saving is the hardest, so we made it a little easier. With as little as $25, you can save at a rate that is way higher than regular savings accounts. And after 18 months, you've saved a nice little nest egg. The Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiverr Federal, federally insured by NCUA.
Cowlitz PUD proudly supports our community and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Visit cowlitzpud.org to learn about customer-friendly opportunities like our new ride share program, which allows you to rent our all-electric Chevy Bolt. Whether you want to take it on a quick trip or a scenic drive, the first 4 hours are free, then $4 an hour after that. Again, that's cowlitzpud.org.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Drew Townsend, Jack Salmon, and Jake Sukata due up. They're facing Jace Schuler, the new pitcher. Works from the first base side of the rubber, throws home, and the first pitch is fouled off by Townsend. That'll be a souvenir for a kid in a sweater. It's a cool night. The sweatshirt's coming out here in Longview, Washington. 0-1, soft hit ground ball to Chris Brown, and Brown throws out Townsend thanks to the scoop by Brandon Larson. It was weird to see the change in the infield. The same infielders out there still. Singer went from short to second. Brown went from third to short. And Langworthy went from second to third. Salmon takes strike one, 0-1. Schuler 1-0. His earned run average 0.94 in 12 games. He's thrown 19 innings, has 14 punchouts, 9 walks, and 14 hits given up. He hasn't allowed an earned run since June the 25th at Springfield. That's the only time he's allowed earned runs in this 2023 season. High fly ball, just foul. Carter Monda unable to get there before it hits the ground. Thankfully foul for Schuler and the Black Bears. The count moves to 1-2 to Salmon. The longest outing for Schuler is 3 innings. He's done that a pair of times, once at home against Springfield. And the other time was in Bellingham, his first outing of the year. Thanks so much for tuning in. Game 3 will be tomorrow at 6:35, and the final game of the series on Thursday at the same time and same place, right here on the Cowlitz Black Bears YouTube channel or through the link on the West Coast League website. The 1-2, Schuler throws home and misses inside. Schuler, hometown kid from Kelso. And he pitched here for a couple seasons. We mentioned it earlier, me and Michael. And Schuler is headed to Vanguard. Backhanded by Langworthy, and he throws out Salmon. Two up and 2 down for Schuler to begin the 7th. Back to the top of the order. There's that backhand scoop from Taylor Langworthy. Sukata takes inside 1-0. Sukata has reached in 3 out of his 4 plate appearances. A ground out in the first, and then a walk and a run scored in the third. Later on in the third, there was 12 guys sent up to the plate in that long third inning where Ridgefield brought in 6 runs, and he singled in the 5th. He's way ahead 3-0 of Schuler. Sukata is 55 for 152. He's hitting .361. (3-1). Sukata takes outside. Sukata has some speed, so we'll have to keep an eye on him. We saw the Black Bears move Carter Monda to get a runner in scoring position with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning, so we'll see if the Raptors send Sukata with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Hard hit ball, but right at Chris Brown, and that ends the top half of the 6th. The 7th. We head to the last of the 7th, all tied up, 6-6.
Stand up and sing along with "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball, a great double play.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Call Weather Guard.
577-7200.
Weather Guard!
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather Guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard!
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year, to say the least. But one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability. At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done. 1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Trey McCollum leads off the bottom of the 7th in this 7-inning game. We may have extra innings in store for us in Game 2, but the Black Bears looking to end it in regulation here in the home 7th. LaTrey McCollum, Brandon Larson, and Chris Brown, the 3-4-5 hitters for the Black Bears. Against the new pitcher, Hunter Holmes, who's 1-0 with an earned run average of 1.22. He does have 1 save. In 7 1/3 innings, he has 9 punch-outs and 6 walks given up, as well as 6 hits. Now in the top of the 8th, the Elks trail 6-2 in Walla Walla. Yakima Valley was trailing 4-1 the last time we checked, but now all tied up in Corvallis, and the Knights are on a 12-game winning streak. So the Pippins looking for a huge road win. Speaking of Yakima Valley, the Black Bears will be heading there after the series against Portland this weekend. So we'll head to Central Washington next Tuesday. Hit into right center field, and that gets down for a base hit for Latrey McCollum, who takes a wide turn and stays at first with the leadoff single. The Black Bears are looking for their first walk-off win in league play. They did have a walk-off in a non-league game against the Nighthawks.
Number 50, Brandon Larson.
They throw over to check on McCollum, who has 22 stolen bags in 24 attempts. Brandon Larson 0 for 2 with a walk in the first. Shows bunts, pulls back and takes low for ball 1. Wenatchee beat Bellingham 5-1. And Portland fell short to Springfield 5-4 in Springfield. The 1-0, Larson shows bunts and now waves McCollum over the throw, not nearly in time. And the winning run in scoring position for the Black Bears, who look to split this doubleheader. It was 6-0 heading into the third, and Ridgefield responded with 6 runs. And ever since then, in the top of the third, there's been nothing but zeros hung up on the board. The Black Bears looking to change that with a walk-off win in the bottom of the 7th. 2-0 the count to Brandon Larson. Holmes throws home and misses low. The Women's World Cup is upon us. The U.S. women's national team, who has done so much for sports, fighting for equal pay as they continue to dominate on the field, they have been remarkable. 2-time World Cup defending champs as they look to three-peat in this year's 2023 Women's World Cup in Australia. Larson takes on the outer half 3-1. They played game 1 in the group stage on Friday evening and beat Vietnam 3-0. They'll play the Netherlands tomorrow night. 3-1 misses away. Back-to-back base runners for the Black Bears to lead off the 7th inning. The runner at first irrelevant with McCollum at second. Big at-bat for Chris Brown, who already has a couple runs driven in the game. The U.S. women's team beat Netherlands in the last World Cup 2-0 in the championship game. It's been so much fun to watch these athletic, strong, and fierce ladies compete, and of course to cheer on our country. Mound visit after the leadoff single issued to McCollum and the walk to Brandon Larson. We'll see what the strategy is for the Black Bears defense, looking to work around some trouble in the home 7th. 9 hits for the Black Bears. The Black Bears offense since June the 22nd, when their streak began, have been averaging about 8 hits and a tick over 5 runs per game. They're above both of those averages here in game 2, but below both of those in game 1. And the pitching has been giving up just about 3.5 runs per game during this 16-9 streak and 7 out of 8 series wins. To win this series, Since it's a 4-game set, you have to win 3 out of 4. So it's going to be tough to do against these Raptors for the streak to continue. Chris Brown takes inside 1-0. Hunter Holmes unable to get in front of the Black Bears hitters in the count here in the 7th. Southpaw checks McCollum, throws home, and the slider misses a bit outside. 2-0 the count. Big deep breath. Holmes throws home and misses low. Holmes does not have it right now. It's going to be a full-on take from Chris Brown that would move the winning run just 90 feet away. And Brown takes at the knees, called strike 1. Holmes battling with himself on the mound, trying to find his command. The 3-1 swing and a miss. Gets past Brown. The Black Bears don't need a big double, triple, or home run. They just need to find a gap, and any gap, McCollum is most likely going to score from second. Holmes comes back and strikes out Chris Brown. Huge out for Hunter Holmes and Ridgefield. Now just one ground ball to Nicholas or Townsend from getting out of the inning, but Seth Stroh has different plans at the plate. Lefty on lefty matchup. Seth Stroh drove in 2 runs with the double in the first inning, and since then he's 0 for 2. Holmes now working in front of the count. 0-1. Fouled off. Now 0-2. Holmes trying to find it, and perhaps may have against Chris Brown after the single and walk to McCollum and Larson. 0-2. Just a bit upstairs. 1-2 for Stroh from Wichita State. Joined the squad a couple weeks ago. Holmes kicks and flicks outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Black Bears looking to get into double digits in the hit column, and if they do that, most likely can break through with a late game comeback win. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Seth Stroh, who's in the DH spot in game 2. Let's see what Hunter Holmes goes to after a big deep breath. Throws home the 3-2, misses low and outside. Seth Stroh is walked, and the bases are loaded, but the runners at first and second do not matter. It's all up to Latrey McCollum, who's standing at third, and Carter Monda is the batter. A lot of pressure on Evan Leibel behind the plate to keep everything close because McCollum has so much speed at third. Carter Monda takes ball 1. On deck, it's Taylor Langworthy. Ridgefield infield is playing double play depth with 1 out. Monda takes at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 away. One. Monda fouls off, and Holmes moves ahead 1-2. In this playoff hunt, this matters so much. The throw home in time on the ground ball to Corey Nunez, and McCollum is out at the plate. And the second out is put up on the board. In this playoff hunt, every win and loss is going to matter. So the Black Bears really, really needing this one. Game 2 in the doubleheader. They have them loaded, but 2 outs for Taylor Langworthy, who hasn't recorded a hit yet for the Black Bears. In 4 opportunities, he's 0 for 4. His last time up, he laid down a nice sacrifice bunt down the first baseline. So Langworthy looks to be the hero in the bottom of the 7th. The 1-0 taken outside. He's ahead. 2 balls and no strikes. Nowhere to put him. Hunter Holmes battling with himself on the mound, trying to find his pitch location. And he's just 1 out away from escaping the inning. Gets a swing and a miss. 2-1 the count. Underneath the lights on this Tuesday evening in Southern Washington. The 2-1. Langworthy takes outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. This has to be the most perfect pitch that Hunter Holmes has ever seen, or he needs to take it. At this point, the Black Bears will take a walk-off walk. Swing and a miss. It was right down the middle. Langworthy had a good pitch to hit, and the count rolls full. This is what you dream up when you're in the backyard playing wiffle ball with your brothers or friends. Bases loaded, full count, 2 outs, tied game, and Hunter Holmes wins the battle and gets out of the jam. We will head to extra innings in the top of the 8th. Still knotted up 6-6.
I call myself a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please.
Gotcha.
But I'm less confident in the economy.
Same here, buddy.
Thankfully, Leschwa Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Limited time offer while supplies last. Terms and conditions apply. Details at leschwab.com/sale.
Hi, this is Mike from Dick Hanna Toyota. We've been part of this community for years. We're proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bear Fans Game Show. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends watching America's basketball. Dick Hanna Dealerships has been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community.
Dick Hanna Toyota, believe in nice.
Remember that first time you rode a bike? Really hard at first, but you kept improving. That's the thinking behind the Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiverr Federal Credit Union. We heard that making that first step to saving is the hardest, so we made it a little easier. With as little as $25, you can save at a rate that is way higher than regular savings accounts. And after 18 months, you've saved a nice little nest egg. The Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiverr Federal, federally insured by NC.
Nicholas takes strike 1. 3-4-5 due up for the Raptors. Taken inside on the slider. 1 ball and 1 strike. The first extra innings game was against the Riverhawks, and that came in a 7-inning doubleheader. Edmonton scored a run in the 8th and ended up winning 3-2. So the Black Bears looking for a different result here in this doubleheader. 1-2, taken low. Jackson with a single and stolen bag in the first, walked and scored in the third inning. And in the fourth, he walked as well. He's 1 for 2. He lined out. Fouls it off of his foot or leg, and it rolls all the way down to Brandon Larson at first. A lot of pain after fouling a ball off of yourself. Between being hit by a pitch and fouling a ball off yourself, that's a lot of pain for you in the batter's box. Hits it up the middle. A.J. Singer moves behind second base and makes the throw in time to get Jackson Nicholas. The shortstop playing at second base, showing off his athleticism and his range. Moving towards second, throwing across his body, and a strong enough throw to get the speedy Jackson Nicholas. Outstanding play from A.J. Singer once again on the defensive side. Taking a base hit away from Nicholas, and it moves to Corey Nunez. One more look at this play. Up the middle, A.J. Singer almost behind second base, delivers in time to get Nicholas by a step. 1-0. Nunez hits it hard into left field, but thankfully Carter Monda is right there. 2 up and 2 down in the 8th for Jace Schuler. Both of these teams have to be getting tired, especially the Black Bears, after Michael talked about it a little bit, a long travel to and from Edmonton. They flew out of Canada, so they had about a 5-hour bus ride. Got on a plane for a flight to Edmonton, about an 1.5 to 2-hour flight, and then another bus to the hotel, and vice versa for the way back. So coming into the home stretch of the season, and after a long travel day, the Black Bears have a doubleheader. And now playing into the 15th inning. Down the left field line, and that's foul. Your locally owned logging supply store, proudly serving Cowlitz County since 1987. Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store today. Go Black Bears. 1-2, poked up the middle from Justin Stransky, and a 2-out single.
The right fielder, number 34, Tristan Gomez.
Now Tristan Gomez will bat. Gomez reached after striking out in the third inning, hit into a fielder's choice in the second, struck out looking in the fourth, and flew out. Hits this one into right center field. It may be trouble, and it finds the gap. Latre McCollum gets it in. Justin Stransky heads into third on the bloop single. That didn't hang up long enough for either Riley or McCollum to get to, who were playing pretty deep. They wwere playing deep because Stransky was at first. They didn't want a ball hit over their head that would allow Stransky to score from first. So that's why that bloop single found the outfield grass. The Raptors have him cornered, and it's Evan Leibel. Picked up an RBI single in the third. Schuler throws home. Called strike one on the outer half. Out in the distance, the trees all have a shadow effect, it looks like, with the sun almost completely set. At David Story Field, there's lights all around the ballpark except for right behind home plate. It makes it a little bit dark right at the plate. It's unusual to not have a light post right behind home plate where most of the action happens. Schuler moves ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes, looking to strand runners at first and third. Back-to-back 2-out singles from Stransky and Gomez. Stransky at third, Gomez at first. Schuler and Talixon on the same page. Schuler with the long pause. Throws home and fouled off. Leibel stays alive. Both teams with 6 hits. The Black Bears with 9, Ridgefield with 8, but 2 errors for the Black Bears. A long pause. Schuler throws home. Leibel swings and misses. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Still tied 6-6. If the Black Bears are going to win it tonight, they're going to do it in walk-off fashion.
Cowlitz PUD proudly supports our community and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Visit cowlitzpud.org to learn about customer-friendly opportunities like our new ride share program, which allows you to rent our all-electric Chevy Bolt. Whether you want to take it on a quick trip or a scenic drive, the first 4 hours are free, then $4 an hour after that. Again, that's cowlitzpud.org.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health in Cal.
Connor Talixon takes strike 1. Holmes back out there after getting out of a jam in the bottom of the 7th to keep the game going. 0-2. Misses just inside. Talixon grounded out to short in the 2nd. Had a single in the 4th. And fouled out in the 6th. Called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Hunter Holmes. He has 3 of them. Back to the top of the order in Ian Riley.
Number 18, Ian Riley.
Riley 1 for 3 with that bomb in the 2nd. Hits it up the middle, and sliding is Drew Townsend, who throws wide of first base, and now Riley heads to 2nd. The throw into 2nd goes off of the bag. Ian Riley moves into scoring position for the Black Bears in the bottom of the 8th. That is a single and then an error that allowed Riley to move to second base.
Black Bears. The second baseman, number 2,
That was a ball that Townsend should have just ate up and not thrown over to first. A.J. Singer leads the team in RBIs. Called strike one. One more look at the play. Diving stop, but Townsend should have just kept it in his mitts with the speedy Ian Riley. Singer swings through the fastball and falls behind. No balls and 2 strikes to Hunter Holmes. 0-2. Singer hits it down the right field line, but it bends foul. A.J. Singer with 19 runs batted in, hitting .232. He's looking for his 33rd hit. Hits it in the air to center field. Henry Mensch will get under it, and Ian Riley stays put at second, 2 outs. The drama continues. And Latrey McCollum led the 7th inning off with the leadoff single. He then stole a bag, but was stranded at third. And Latrey McCollum is walked. You don't see this very often in the West Coast League, but Latrey McCollum is walked with the winning run at second. And Latrey, the best hitter for the Black Bears, hitting .388, is walked. He doesn't even see a pitch. An intentional walk to McCollum. Riley on second. Ground ball. The first baseman stops it. It's a fair ball. Oh, I thought it was a fair ball, but it's foul. So it's 0-1. Hit hard and high into right field. And it's a fair ball, a walk-off for Brandon Larson. And the Black Bears win it in the bottom of the 8th inning. Ian Riley comes in to score, and Brandon Larson is being chased out on the field. The first walk-off hit for the Black Bears in the regular season belongs to Brandon Larson. Wow, what a game full of drama. And it goes the Black Bears' way in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Jace Schuler will get the win. Hunter Holmes will get the loss on the walk-off from Brandon Larson.
We are going to have a special presentation of the Columbia River Cup.
One more look at that high towering ball down the right field line. Just fair, and the Black Bears come out on top to split the doubleheader. Game 3 tomorrow at 6:35. If you've been a part of these first 2 games, well, Game 3 will not disappoint. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to Madison and Mika to my left. I'm Joey Senna saying good night from Longview, Washington. Take care of yourself and your loved ones.